Thank you, Yvonne. Hello to the viewers of ABC, and to the Australian audience in general. On behalf of 2.3 million Palestinian civilians here in the biggest open cage prison in the world, I ask for everyone, please reach out to your local governments and help get us out of this mess. I used to live in Gaza City with my wife and 5 children. I'm originally from Canada. We were asked by the Israeli forces to move south, telling us that if we move south, we will be safer. However, on our way south, we were hit by white phosphorus. We were hit, the cars that we used to move in, several cars were hit on our way there. And even in the place where my family is staying right now, their whole neighborhood was barrel bombed, with them sustaining minor injuries right now there. For the last 14 days, I've been trying to reach out in English through media outlets like yourselves, trying to explain to the world what is going on to the civilians inside of Gaza. Thank you for this opportunity.
Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Can you tell us what are living conditions like for you now? How are you getting access to food, clean water, medical aid?
So for the last few decades, Gaza is under total blockade via Israel. Only Israel allows us what it deems necessary in terms of electricity, water, food supplies, etc. However, as of 24 days back, Israel has said these people in Gaza are all animals and they will be treated that way. So they shut off our electricity. They shut off the water supply. They tried cutting off the internet and all sorts of phone calls to allow residents to speak to each other, to allow help to reach each other, to allow us to communicate with the outside world. My family is currently having malnutrition, my own family. They are not having clean water. People have to line up in bakeries for 6 hours to get a bag of 5 loaves of bread. We are running out of fuel. Right now, fuel is necessary for electrical generators to keep hospitals operating. Right now, the medical situation in Gaza is over catastrophic, as told by the WHO. Over half of the hospitals are out of service, either due to bombing or due to running out of fuel. The last of them was the bombing of the Turkish Cancer Center, which served over 17,000 cancer patients in Gaza City. The Indonesian hospital was also bombed to the ground. As you also heard before, the Catholic Ma'madani Hospital was bombed together with its monastery. The Greek Orthodox Church was bombed together with its monastery. My question is, I was listening to what you were saying in the media, to the news. My question is to these politicians who are signing, saying that we are with Israel, are they with the killing of over 5,000 women and children and elderly? Are they with the injuring of over 20,000 civilians? And we do not have access right now for medical supplies to treat them. History will not forget. This is a shameful act by these Australian politicians.
Well, those are questions which many will be asking as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about where you are right now? Are bombardments continuing, and do you fear for your safety?
I am located right now in Nasser Hospital, the second biggest hospital complex in Gaza Strip. All the international media are located here, thinking that it's a safe space. However, in the last few days, our vicinity has been bombed several times. Every couple of hours, ambulances come rushing in, carrying those that are killed and injured. And every day, there is a graveyard here, and people get carried towards those graveyards. There is no place safe in Gaza. There is no place safe in Gaza. And the people in Gaza are aware in social media, and they see that the Australian people are not in sync with these Australian politicians. Thank you to all the Australian people who are standing up for freedom, standing up for Palestine. Remember South Africa 30 or 40 years ago? What were people calling Nelson Mandela? He was calling for freedom from tyranny. They were calling him a terrorist. They were putting him in jail. Now look what people are calling him. They are calling him a freedom fighter. We call amongst all the people in Australia and all the freedom-loving people all over the world to support the Palestinian cause, to look at both sides of the media in this case.
Just finally, Mansour, if I could get your thoughts on what your hopes are for the future.
People in Gaza are taking it day by day, hour by hour. Right now, over 70% of the infrastructure in Gaza has been destroyed. Thinking about the future ahead of today is actually just daydreaming. Right now, we are thinking how we can treat our sick, how we can get our voice out to the people outside, how we can hopefully reach to a ceasefire so that people can try to get back on their feet, so that children can go out in the sun and play a little bit, so that our borders are open. Instead of having only 70 trucks come in over the last 24 days, we used to have 400 trucks. So that's over 9,000 trucks, which we are missing. Gaza has no manufacturing, no farming, no fishing is allowed. We are totally reliant on the outside world. Open the borders. Let whoever needs to come in, come in. Let the aid come in. Let the fuel come in. Let the injured leave those who need operations. We are in a day-to-day emergency management. We cannot think a lot about the future even.
Well, thank you. Thank you for trying to help us understand what it's like for you living in Gaza at the moment. We really appreciate your time and we wish you safety and do take care. Thank you.
Thank you.